Hello guys. So today in this video our topic of discussion is your LD50 value. What is LD50 value? What is the unit? Why we need to understand this LD50 value? What is the effect of it on the insect or on the animals? How to calculate all those things somewhat we will just discuss regarding this LD50 value. So now coming to what is that? This is nothing but your median lethal dose. Okay, the dose required to kill, okay, the half of the population. Okay, that is your what? LD50 value. Okay, so we will discuss this LD50 LC50 values under toxicity evaluation of insecticides. In 1952, Finney, okay, he has just given the computation method to calculate these LD50 values. So now coming to the definition. Okay, this is your LD50 value, that means median lethal dose. Okay, what is the definition? It is the amount of toxicant required. That means how much amount, how much dose of a toxicant, that means how much dose of a insecticide, active ingredient is required to do what? To kill 50% of the test population. Got my point? Amount of toxicant required to kill 50% of the test population having some body weight. That means, you see, what is the meaning of that? Suppose some 4 number of insects were there. Okay, so to kill 2 out of these 4 number of insect, how much amount of insecticide is required? That means it will be in milligram. Yes or no? Then to kill 2 animals or 2 insects having this much of body weight, that is known as what? Your LD50 value. Amount of toxicant required in milligram to kill 50% of the test population having body weight of this much kg is known as what? Your LD50 value. That means your unit will be your milligram per kg of the body weight. Generally the test animals are rats and you can tell rabbits, that's why it is taken as kg. But if you will come to insect, then the unit will be different, that is milligram, that will be microgram, and in case of kg that will be milligrams or grams. Yes or no? That is what your LD50 for insect. But in general, if questions will come, you should write down the unit of LD50 value is milligram per kg body weight. Do not confuse with that. That is milligram per kg body weight only. Okay, now we will discuss some of the terminologies. You see, acute oral LD50. What do you mean by acute? In a single exposure of the insecticide, if that is producing the toxic effect in the target animal, that is known as what? Your acute. What is oral? When the toxicant will be consumed orally and that is producing the toxic symptoms, that is what? Oral. LD50 value we already have discussed. Okay, so how to define acute oral LD50 value? Amount of toxicant required in a single exposure, that is your acute. Amount of toxicant required in a single exposure, okay, to kill 50% of the test population when consumed orally is known as what? Your acute oral LD50. Understood? In case of insect that may differ, because here in case of insect some micrograms of insecticides are required and per some gram body weight of the insect, because insect cannot come to kg, they will be in grams. Okay, so at that time that will be your micrograms per gram body weight of the insect. But in general the unit means we should write down milligram per kg body weight. Okay, so how to define this acute dermal LD50 value? amount of toxicant required in a single exposure to kill 50% of the test population, which will enter through the cuticle or which will be placed on the skin, okay, to bring 50% of the mortality of the test population. Understood? So this is the meaning of acute oral LD50 and acute dermal LD50. Okay. One more thing is there. Okay. What is that? The correlation between the LD50, okay, and toxicity. They are inversely proportional to each other. Understood? What is the meaning? If LD50 increases, toxicity will reduce. If LD50 decreases, toxicity will increase. Suppose for a specific insecticide, the LD50 value is 50 milligram per kg body weight. Another one is, suppose LD50 is 5000 milligram per kg body weight. So which one is more toxic? Answer in the comment box. I already have told you the relation. Just answer it. Okay. Now coming to the next. That is your LC50 value. Okay. That is your median lethal concentration. What is that? Same thing. Concentration required to kill 50% of the test animal is known as what? Your LC50 value. Okay, understood? And generally the units are your ppm, parts per million, that is 1 by million, and another one is a percentage, 1 by 100. Okay, these are the units. Okay, and this Potter's tower and Probit analysis, these things are different at a higher level. Anyway, Potter's tower are used for this Probit analysis. Probit analysis means this analysis of how much of dose is required to kill 50% of the test population. In this Probit analysis, we can just calculate the dose of the insecticide. Okay, for those, this LC50 are generally more useful in case of insect. Okay. Then coming to your ED50 or EC50 value. Okay, what is that? This is known as your what? Effective dose or effective concentration. It may be dose. Dose means amount of toxicant required. Concentration means concentration of toxicant required. Okay. To what? To do what? To give desirable effect in 50% of the test population. You see, in LD50, in LC50, that was to kill. But in ED50 or EC50, to produce desirable effect. It may be any desirable effect. It may be sterility. It may be hyperactivity. It may be inactivity. Whatever it may be. Okay. We are desiring some changes in the insect that to be produced in 50% of the test population, for which how much of dose is required or how much of concentration is required. That is known as what? Your effective dose or effective concentration. Generally, these are used for IGR, okay, insect growth regulator. Okay, for analysis of those kind of insecticides, those new molecular insecticides, we use generally this ED50 or EC50 value, because there what will happen? Some physiological changes we desire in that particular test animals. That's why we use this in IGR insecticide. Then coming to your LT50 value. What is that? Okay, this is nothing but median lethal time. That means time required to bring mortality in 50% of the test population. Okay, at a certain dose or at a certain concentration. Generally, the unit will be your hours, minutes. Okay. That means in case of NPV, suppose you say you have applied the biopesticide NPV in how much time, in how much hour? Yes or no? The insect is producing the symptom or the insect is dying. That is known as what? Your LT50 value. Units may be hours or in minutes. Okay. Now coming to KD50 or KT50 value. Okay, what is that? Same thing. KD means dose required. KT means time required. To do what? To produce knockdown in 50% of the test population. Same thing. Okay. Dose means that will be milligram per kg, time means that will be hours or minutes. Okay. Then the last one is your ID50 or IC50 value. What is that? Inhibition of metamorphosis. That means dose required to inhibit the metamorphosis or concentration required to inhibit metamorphosis. How to define? Dose or concentration required to bring inhibition in metamorphosis in 50% of the test population is known as what? Your ID50 value or IC50 value. I hope you understood these things. If any doubt is there, then you can ask. Okay. Now coming to some of the terminologies. Okay. What is a deposit first? Okay. Amount of initially laid down insecticidal chemical on the surface. That means on the first exposure, okay, how much chemical has been just given to that surface. It may be plant surface or it may be a petri dish, whatever it may be. Wherever you are applying the insecticide, for the first time, how much insecticide is deposited? That is known as what? Your deposit. Okay. Then next is your paste residue. So after deposit, after a period of time, how much amount of insecticide is left? That is known as what? Your paste or pesticide residue. This is not paste, that is your pesticide. Sorry for that. Okay, this is your pesticide. Okay, it is measured also in ppm. Then what is half-life? The time in which half of the amount of initial deposit is eliminated is known as what? Your half-life. That means suppose in the initial deposit you have applied suppose some 10 ppm. Okay, so the time in which 5 ppm will be eliminated from the surface. It may be through the insect or it may be evaporated, it may be lost. Okay, in how much time that is just lost is known as what? Your half-life. Okay, insect paste receives as low as 10 to the power minus 6 to 10 to the power minus 1. That means if you are using 10 ppm, then they will get only 10 to the power minus 6 or 10 to the power minus 1% of pesticides applied. Okay. Next point is your wetting period. Okay, what is that? The period for which, okay, the pesticides continue to remain toxic. That is known as what? Your wetting period. That means you see after some of the days or after some hours in case of some insecticide, just like synthetic pyrethroids or pyrethroids, what will happen? Immediately they will degrade into non-toxic compound. Yes or no? So the period up to which they are not degrading, that means they are just maintaining their toxicity level, is known as what? Your wetting period. Understood? So these are some of the terminologies. Now coming to two more are there. Those are your acceptable daily intake. What is that? It is the daily dose of a chemical. Okay, daily you are giving the chemical. Okay, which will be given throughout their life. That means throughout the life you are just consuming that much dose of chemical, but it is not causing any appreciable risk. Okay, based on the present facts, based on that particular present facts, idea, knowledge on that insecticide, if you consume that insecticide at that dose, that will not cause any kind of appreciable risk throughout your life cycle. That means you will be given throughout your life cycle, still it won't cause any kind of appreciable risk at that particular dose. If you increase, that may cause the appreciable risk, that may damage, that may threaten the ecology. Okay, but according to that particular time of understanding, knowledge on that insecticide, it may change time to time. Okay, that is known as what? Your acceptable daily intake. Daily intake of insecticide dose of a particular dose which is acceptable, understood, is known as what? Your ADI, acceptable daily intake. Okay, now coming to the next point, that is your MRL. What is that? Maximum residue limit. You see the term itself telling what is that? Maximum residues that can be permissible. Yes or no? That is limited, not above that. That is known as what? MRL. It is the concentration of a toxicant residue in or on the food when first offered for consumption. That means it is the maximum concentration, not beyond that, okay, of a toxicant residue, the insecticide remained, okay, in or on the food, okay, when first offered for consumption. Suppose you see you have applied the chemicals in the field, okay, then after some days what will happen? You will harvest the fruit. So when the food will be first offered for consumption, okay, the maximum concentration of insecticides, okay, that can be acceptable in or on the food, that is known as what? Your maximum residue limit. Understood? So how to calculate MRL? MRL equals to ADI per day per man, okay. What is the acceptable daily intake? The dose per day per man is just established, divided by contaminated food in milligrams. How much food he is taking, how much contaminated food he is taking. Like that we can calculate this MRL value. Okay, so that is the meaning, and you have to understand like this. Okay, I hope you understood some of the things. If any doubt is there, you can ask. Okay, if any kind of doubt is there, you ask. Thank you. Have a nice day.